Hey guys, welcome to season 2, episode 13 of the Girl Get Up podcast.
A safe space where no story is too broken, no question too heavy, and no dream too far gone. Here we talk about real things, underage and unwanted pregnancies, early marriages, and toxic relationships, and the silent battles so many girls face. But this is also a place for hope, a place to rise, a place to heal, and a place to step into the life God has called you to live, boldly, confidently, and without apology. I am your host, Naomi Bamdele, and together we will break the silence and find the courage to get up again. Girl, you're seen, you're loved, and you're not alone. Let's get into today's episode.
Hey family, and welcome back to the Girl Get Up podcast. We are still in our June series, the month of visibility. Last week we talked about you cannot be seen while hiding. We talked about fear, hiding, and the courage it takes to finally step out. But today I want to talk about something that keeps many girls hidden, even after they've decided they want more for their lives. Today's episode is titled, You Don't Need Permission to Be Visible. Because so many of us are waiting for approval, waiting for support, waiting for validation, waiting for someone to tell us we are good enough, waiting for someone to choose us. And while we are waiting, life is moving, opportunities are passing, dreams are being delayed, and sometimes the person holding us back isn't other people. It's the permission we've convinced ourselves we need. Can we be honest? Many girls have spent years waiting for permission. Permission from parents, permission from friends, permission from society, permission from people who don't even understand their dreams. And it sounds like this. What if nobody supports me? What if people laugh at me? What if my family doesn't understand me? What if they think I'm doing too much? What if they think I'm not qualified? So instead of moving, we wait, we postpone, we delay, we shrink. And before we know it, years have passed. Not because we weren't capable, not because we weren't talented, but because we were waiting for approval that was never required. One of the hardest lessons I've learned is this. Not everyone will understand what God has placed inside of you. And that's okay. Sometimes people can't see your vision because it wasn't given to them. They can only see where you are. They cannot always see where you're going. And when people don't understand your dreams, it's easy to start doubting yourself. You begin questioning everything. Maybe they are right. Maybe I'm not ready. Maybe I'm aiming too high. Maybe I should just stay where I am. But understand this. Someone else's inability to see your future does not mean your future doesn't exist. Visibility sounds exciting until you realize it requires courage. Because being visible means being seen, and being seen means becoming vulnerable. People may have opinions, people may criticize, people may misunderstand, people may question you, but here's the truth. No matter what you do, someone will have an opinion. If you stay hidden, people will talk. If you step out, people will talk. If you succeed, people will talk. If you fail, people will talk. So don't build your life around avoiding opinions. Build your life around fulfilling your purpose. Stop waiting to be chosen. I think many girls are waiting for someone to choose them, someone to discover them, someone to give them a chance, someone to tell them they are ready. And while opportunities are wonderful, here is something I've learned. Sometimes you have to choose yourself first. Apply for the opportunity. Start the business, launch the project, share the idea, record the video, post the content, submit the application, speak up in the room, raise your hand. Not because you're completely confident, but because confidence grows when you move. The girls who look fearless today were not born fearless. They simply stopped waiting. Let me remind you of something important. Before anyone believed in you, God did. Before anyone supported you, God did. Before anyone saw potential in you, God did. Your purpose was not created by public approval. Your calling was not created by social validation. And your future is not dependent on everyone understanding you. Sometimes the only confirmation you need is knowing that God has called you to move. And when you know that, you don't need permission to be visible. If you've been waiting for someone to give you permission to show up, let this be your reminder. You don't need permission to grow. You don't need permission to dream. You don't need permission to start. You do not need permission to become. You do not need permission to be visible. The life you're praying for may be waiting on the other side of a decision you've been postponing. Don't wait another year. Don't wait another season. Take the next step. Before we end today's episode, I want you to sit with this question. What would you start today if you stop waiting for permission? What would you apply for? What would you create? What would you share? What would you become? And if that version of you is possible, why are you still waiting? Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this episode spoke to you, share it with another girl who needs the reminder that she does not need anyone's permission to step into her purpose. And remember, you don't need permission to be visible. Girl, get up, rise to purpose. Thank you for spending this time with me on the Girl Get Up podcast. If today's conversation speaks to your heart, share this episode with a sister, a friend, or someone who needs to hear they are not alone. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And remember, no matter where you've been or what you faced, you have the power to rise again. Until next Tuesday, keep going, keep growing, and girl, get up.